dealing with cyberbullying. It's amazing how technology can make our lives better and easier. It's powerful stuff. But people always find ways of taking something good and using it for not-so-good things, like cyberbullying. It can happen anywhere you communicate electronically. Cell phones, email, instant messaging, online games, or social networking sites. Aw, Senor Tickle Whiskers, you're so cute! I was just getting all philosophical about mean people and cyberbullying. Well, I'm hoping you'll never ever have to deal with it. But cyberbullying is when people act mean online by spreading rumors, threatening other people, or posting embarrassing photos or negative comments. Click where you might find cyberbullying. You got it! It could happen any of those places. The effect that cyberbullying can have on people is terrible because cyberbullying can happen anytime and any place. Even home is no longer a safe place for the target of a cyberbully. People who are bullied might feel afraid, depressed, angry, embarrassed, or down on themselves. They might skip school, argue with their friends and family, or even do things to hurt themselves. Targets of bullying are often afraid to tell others about being bullied because they worry that the bullying might become worse if they tell. Yep, it does sound horrible. No, I've never experienced it myself, but when it happened to my friend, it was awful. She didn't want to tell anyone, but she finally agreed, and I went with her to our guidance counselor. Okay, now I need to cleanse my brain and think about something happy, like animal videos. Senor Tickle Whiskers, thanks to all our research and hard work, you, my friend, are now a famous internet cat. And that makes 25,001 followers. You have so many fans. Wait a second, what's this? Oh no, we will not be having any of this. Which of these Thanks for helping me figure that out. Trey, I don't know what to do. Someone wrote a really mean comment about Senor Tickle Whiskers. What do you mean you saw it? Why didn't you call me? I can't talk now. I need to figure out what to do. I'll text you later. Bye. I can't believe he didn't call me or do anything about it. Just because the comments weren't about him doesn't mean he should ignore it. He was acting like a bystander. I wonder if he was too scared to get involved. Or if he didn't care? That would be way worse. He might not think it's a big deal, but it is. Well, I'm not going to stand by and let this happen. And look, now other people are joining in. I can't believe it. They're targeting my adorable little kitty. Cyberbullying is like a nasty infection that just spreads. It's okay, Senor Tickle Whiskers. You're still the best famous internet cat I know. Okay, so I don't know any other famous internet cats personally, but I do know that you're sweet, smart, kind, and funny. And yes, your fur is very shiny. Now let's get to the bottom of this mean comment and do something about it. What should we do about this mean comment? Great work! I thank you and Senor Tickle Whiskers thanks you. Time to face this cyberbully head on. The only reason these scaredy cats have the nerve to write something so mean is because they think no one will find them or do anything about it. You know, the police, internet service providers, and schools take cyberbullying very seriously. This bully obviously didn't think about how hurtful it would be. Or maybe they thought it was funny? Well, it's decidedly unfunny and really bad judgment. Enough complaining. I need to turn my anger into action and break the cycle. Before I send a private message to the offending poster, I better stop and think this through. I don't want to sink to their level. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Always be responsible and respectful, and treat everyone else the way you'd want to be treated, in person and online. When you treat others well online, you are less likely to become a target of cyberbullying yourself. Only post things online that you would be willing to say to someone in person. And never send a message to others when you are angry. Wait until you've had time to calm down and think. And make sure your messages are calmly written. Understand the difference between being funny and cruel. Online communication can be misunderstood easily. Jokes can be taken the wrong way, and others can think you are being mean. If things start to get out of hand, call or speak face-to-face with the other person to clear it up. Don't forward personal information or embarrassing pictures, post rude comments or lies about others, or create or vote in polls that bash people. Don't engage in gossip or support mean rumors posted online. Help me write a message to send to the person who... Perfect! That's a calm, composed, and thoughtful message. Well, I think we handled that really well. These situations are never easy. Do you feel better? You know what we need? To post a new Senior Tickle Whiskers pic. And restore our faith in community and the internet. Okay, kitty, you get to pick the filter this time. Before we post another awesome photo of Senior Tickle Whiskers to his fan page, there are a few things to remember. Think before you reveal information about yourself. Anything you post online can be used against you to attack your reputation and cause emotional harm. Control who can see your information on social networking sites by changing your privacy settings to friends only or private. If you are the target of cyberbullying, don't respond or retaliate. You may want to defend yourself, but responding could just encourage more bullying and make it hard to prove who started the attack. Cyberbullies are trying to mess with your mind. Don't let them. Block anyone who sends messages that are mean, offensive, or threatening. Delete the bully from buddy lists or block their username or email address. What should I do before posting a new photo of Senior Tickle Whiskers? Yes, thank you. Now only true fans of Senior Tickle Whiskers will be able to post comments. Fabulous! I think this is your best one yet. I love the retro petting zoo filter you picked. Look, everyone else agrees. Check it out. You're the funniest cat ever. I heart Senior Tickle Whiskers. You are... Oh, wait. How did this happen? Can you go get Mom? So, just between you and me, the cyberbullying hasn't stopped. I guess blocking just one person didn't work. There must be more than one bully out there. I asked Senior Tickle Whiskers to get my mom because I need help figuring out what to do. Everybody needs help at some point. Sometimes you can handle things on your own, but it's okay if you need help. Tell a trusted adult if an online message or image makes you feel threatened or hurt. You aren't too old to ask for help. If you see cyberbullying happening to someone else, report it to the appropriate person. Tell a trusted adult at home or at school. If someone is being bullied by others on a forum, like a chat room or game forum, report it to the person in charge, the game master, moderator, or administrator. Don't erase or delete messages from cyberbullies. You don't even have to read them, but save the evidence to share with a trusted adult. These messages might contain clues about who is doing the bullying, but don't try to deal with it on your own. Get help. If the bullying doesn't stop, share the evidence with school officials or local law enforcement. You're right. I need to save the evidence and get some help. Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate your help. So does Senior Tickle Whiskers. I was feeling lost about what to do, but then I remembered that I'm not alone. Trey! He says that he was worried about us. That's so nice. He says he thinks your new photo rocks. When cyberbullying happens, it's important to do something and not just stand by and let others be bullied. Speak out against cyberbullying when you see it happening. It's natural to be hesitant to get involved, but there are ways to reach out to the victim, get an adult involved, and prevent more cruel behavior. If you know someone who is cyberbullying others, talk to them privately and tell them to stop. Make it clear that you think their behavior is wrong. If you don't feel safe or comfortable talking to the person, talk to a trusted adult. If you know someone who is the target of cyberbullying, support them by sending or posting positive messages and spend time with them to provide face-to-face support. Be a courageous bystander. By taking positive actions, you can put a stop to online cruelty before it spins out of control. Let's show Senor Tickle. You've made Senor Tickle Whiskers so happy. Thank you. Well, that wasn't the most fun I've ever had on the internet, but seeing firsthand how hurtful cyberbullying can be really made an impression on me and on Trey. It's just as easy to say something nice as it is to be mean. So next time you feel a snark coming on, remember Senor Tickle Whiskers and send a friendly note or compliment instead. And even if you aren't the cyberbully, you can look out for other people and animals and tell an adult what's going on. If you've been on the receiving end of negative or mean behavior online or on your phone, be sure to reach out to friends, family, teachers, coaches, or any adult you trust. Believe me, they will want to help. And speaking of that, Senor Tickle Whiskers and I are going to help ourselves to some serious snackage. We're out! Online safety, protecting yourself and your digital footprint. You know how embarrassed you get when your friend comes over to visit and sees the giant framed photo of you as a bald baby and you want to crawl under a couch cushion? At least you can take that photo off the wall and hide it. When you post something online like a photo, a poem, a comment, or an original drawing, you no longer have control of it. Millions of people can see it, post it, tag it, forward it, and link to it, or even print it and frame it on the wall. Creepy. So when you're thinking about your digital footprint, which is the track you leave behind whenever you click on a link, upload a photo or video, or leave a comment on your friend's page, there are a few really important things to remember. Limit what you post to things you wouldn't mind being seen by everyone, including your parents, teachers, friends, and enemies. When you post something online, you no longer have control of it. The trail you leave behind lasts forever and may come back to bite you someday. So, if you wouldn't share it in person with total strangers, your future employer, and your entire family, don't post it online. Don't get me wrong, I would lose my mind if I couldn't be connected with my friends 24/7. But you need to be smart about it. Speaking of smart and cool and awesome, my friend Trey is on vacation with the fam, and it sounds like he's having an awesome time. Reading his status updates is making me a little jealous. What? Oh no! Which of these photos? You just single-handedly saved Trey's online reputation. Whew, disaster avoided. Everyone would have seen that embarrassing photo. Not just our friends, our teachers, our coaches, even his mom. I've heard that college admissions counselors are even looking at candidates' profiles. That could have affected his chances of being accepted. I'd hate to see him make a mistake like that. That reminds me, I better check my privacy settings. I definitely don't need my younger sister looking at my profile and commenting on my photos. Hey, what's this? Trey uploaded a bunch of vacation photos already. I hope he learned his lesson from that last incident. Ugh, he really owes me. Looks like I have to create a new account to see them. When you open an account on a website you haven't visited before, you need to be smart about the information you provide. Enter only the required information. Usually those fields are marked with asterisks. Create a screen name that doesn't include your real name. And pick a profile picture that doesn't show your face or other identifying details. Don't give out information that makes it easy for strangers to figure out who you are, where you live, and where you go to school. And set the privacy settings of all your accounts so only your approved friends and relatives can view your posts. Let's see what info they're asking for. Help me create a profile for this site so I can view Trey's photos. Oops, let me show you how. Only provide the required information and set the privacy settings to friends only. Don't give out any information that would help strangers figure out who you are. He's having so much fun! Yay for him! Trey, I was just talking about you.
Who?
Who with? No one you know. Well, what's up? The hotel is having a contest to win a free trip? Yes, I totally want you to put my name in. Oh, you need my address and birthday? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Well, because strangers could use it for all kinds of nefarious things. They could open up credit cards in my name and run up a massive bill, or even pretend they're me to get a driver's license or even to buy a house. How have you not heard of identity theft? I think you need to get out of the sun for a while. No, that's okay. Can't wait to see you when you get home. Bye! As much as I'd love to win a free trip, I'm glad I passed on that. Sometimes you can't tell if an offer is legitimate, how secure the website is, or who is seeing your info. Some sites are just looking to fool you into sharing your personal information so they can steal your identity. Some of these offers look a bit sketchy. Which one looks like it might be safe for me to give out my required info? Nice call. Better safe than sorry. Not worth risking my info if I don't know what they're going to do with it. I was actually just thinking of changing my email password to make sure that all of my personal information is protected. I need something that's hard for people to guess, but that I can remember. BT dubs, I love that the passcode on my mom's phone is mom phone. What? Maybe you can help me pick a password. Having a good password and changing it often is how I protect myself from people who want to log in as me and pretend to be me online. There's kind of an art to picking a good password. A strong password uses a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and is at least 8 characters long. Don't use something that's obvious and easy to guess, like your pet's name. And don't use information about your identity, like your birthday, in your password. Be careful when using passwords on a public computer. Be sure not to save passwords and log out of all sites when you are done, and close the browser. And don't share your passwords with anyone, not even your best friend. What should my new password be? Awesome! Thanks for helping me choose a strong password. Wait, is Lauren on vacation too? Staying in the same place as Trey? That's cool. I wonder if she's hanging out with Trey. And not that it's a problem if they are. Maybe I should comment on one of her photos so she knows that I know that they're there. Or maybe I should text Trey and ask him if he's seen Lauren lately. Or maybe I should IM Lauren and tell her that Trey says she had fuzzy eyebrows. Smiley face emoticon. I'm spiraling. What should I do? I better stop and think this through first. Here are a few things to keep in mind before posting anything online, like a comment you might regret later. Think twice and don't be impulsive. If you're feeling upset or angry and feel like typing in all caps, wait until you are thinking clearly before responding. Don't send or respond to mean or insulting messages. If someone posts an offensive message or upsets you online, don't try to get even. Block the person, save the offensive post, and tell a trusted adult. If you wouldn't say something to another person's face or wouldn't want it repeated to everyone, don't post it online. Some things are better said in person. It's hard to know how people will interpret your words if they can't see you or hear your voice. You might mean it as a joke, but they might think you're serious. Remember, you can use acronyms and emoticons to help clarify how you're feeling, so people don't take your message the wrong way. So help me out here. What message should I send to Trey? Oops, try again. Thanks so much. You really helped me calm down and send a message that won't cause trouble. Okay, that one was tricky. Sometimes it's really hard to know what to do when my imagination starts going. I'm so glad I stopped to think it through first. Fuzzy eyebrows? What was I thinking? Ooh, what's this? A friend request. I have no idea who that is. That is a no-brainer. Delete. Trey just invited me to a party. Looks like it's the weekend after he gets back. I just might be available. Wait, who's Dave? Who's Freddy the Thing? This is weird. Online, sometimes people pretend to be someone they aren't. It happens all too often. It's kind of hard to do in the real world, but online it's easy to be fooled. Before we even think about this invitation, there are some things we ought to keep in mind. Not everything you read online is true. Some people may not be who they say they are. Never send or accept a friend request from someone you don't know personally. It's never a good idea to meet in person with a stranger that you first met online. If you do meet with someone you know online, only meet with them in a public location with other people close by, and take along a trusted adult the first time you meet. Trust your gut instincts. If something doesn't feel right or makes you uncomfortable, you need to listen to those feelings. They are probably right. Good call. It's okay if we skip this party because we don't know the people. There will be other parties to go to. Okay, enough socializing. I need to get some real work done. This term paper on famous internet cats is not going to write itself. I know, you want to be in a video. I'm working on it.